If you just now tuning in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Yo, GMS fam, the green room. What's up? How y'all feeling out there? I see y'all in the chat already. Oh, why won't it let me scroll up? Niggas fucking up. There we go. How y'all doing, man? Happy Monday to everybody right now in the chat. I see you, King Lukey, Grits and Gravy, J.R. Miller, Lady Aries, Get In Fit, Aries Baby G, Earth Angel, Faith, Brim Dog, Shy Girl 64, my nigga Zen, Master Prophylactic Tactics, and Alma Dixon, Cider. How y'all feeling, man? Y'all doing good? You know we start out every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward to you, hoping that you pass it forward to everybody else. Do your due diligence and keep that green mind state. Hope everybody's getting to the money, reaching every goal, and just thinking of greatness and manifesting everything that you want out of life. What up, Marvin Thomas? I see y'all. Once again, it's Monday, but we are here to speak about some things. What up, Casanova? You know, the new year is never the new year without somebody not being able to see the next. And I know that's a very hard statement to make, and it just flowed out of my head just now, which was very cold. But yeah, that's right, man. We've been losing legends right before the new year of 2022, and as soon as we get into the first few weeks, man, we are here again saying a RIP, man. First of all, I want to say rest in peace to a legend, Sidney Poitier, first black actor. Somebody help me out. He was the first black actor to win an Academy, I believe. But you know, a legendary actor, man, revered amongst everybody, his peers, and just somebody that you know, black actors specifically looked up to and admired. Very dope individual, man, and just left a mark on the entertainment industry. So rest in peace, Sidney Poitier. And also, just last night, you see, we lost Bob Saget, legendary actor, comedian, first real thing to that people really know him from is Full House, of course. But of course, just him doing a whole bunch of just a plethora of other shit, man, movies, TV shows, and being a traveling comedian up until the day he died. You know what I'm saying? He was currently on tour doing his stand-up, 65 years old, and you know, definitely a staple in the comedy game. And you know, one of America's dads. You know what I'm saying? One of them, not America's dad, but one of America's dads. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of them, but he's definitely one of the staples. And shout out to him and everything that he's accomplished in his life, man. And just you know, I don't want to speculate too much because I know a lot of things be going on, but I know that it's very, very sudden and it's very unexpected because he had just posted. Literally had just posted the night before, you know, looking healthy, you know, saying he just got a second wind or brand, you know, new energy to go on and do some other stuff. And I just, you know, I think there's some other things that play into it, and I'm hoping that it's not what I initially thought, because, you know, while everything was breaking out, you know, there was a tweet that surfaced, but it got deleted. You know, Lil Duval said, and I think that was just him speculating as well. You know, I don't want to take his word as factual because he wasn't there, but you know, he was like, which one of you in Orlando gave, you know, Bob some bad shit? And then he deleted it because, of course, out of respect, you know, you don't want to, you know, put that narrative out there right away without having to find out what actually happened. But it seems like, you know, it could be that, but they were quick to you know, the sheriff's office was quick to dismiss any foul play, or, you know, said they didn't see any drugs or anything like that. But, you know, you never know until, you know, the investigation is happening and there's an autopsy and all that stuff. But regardless, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to a legend. Shout out to him. Condolences to, you know, his family and everything like that, man. Bob Saget. Real one, man. So shout out to him, man, and send your condolences as well. Now, let's get into it, man. Gilbert Arenas and Kwame Brown. For some that don't know, they kind of popped up beefing with each other, and it kind of got real spicy over a span of a week or so. They were going back and forth online. You know, Gilbert said what he had to say about Kwame. I believe he deleted that post, but of course it gave Kwame enough ammo to go and go on his YouTube and go crazy on him. So now here we are. They actually were able to get on StreamYard together and actually kind of hash it out. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I have a respect for Kwame Brown, and I think that he does a good job at trying to instill like certain things that aren't really instilled in black homes, as far as like ideas, you know, when it comes to like coding and, you know, just different stuff for black youth to grow up and do certain things to, you know, elevate who we are as a people. I understand that, but I also see some weird things that I have to talk about, because the whole ordeal seems like there was something else that Kwame was mad at, but not Gilbert. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I kind of see why Kwame had a problem, but then it's also like the way that he's going at Gilbert, or the way he's talking about, you would think that Gilbert actually did say some like crazy stuff about him or did something foul to him, you know, over his life. And then as they continue to talk, you know, there's holes that kind of get poked into the story and certain things like that. So it's always like, you know, when I'll put it this way, just from my opinion, if I was somebody who, you know, was in the league, I was a first round, you know what I'm saying? And I'm out here trying my best to live up to my name. And there's people that seem to be getting ahead of me in certain spaces. There's going to be little things that you probably see that bother you, but really shouldn't, in the grand scheme of things, really affect you at all. But I think some of the things that Kwame was bringing up really didn't have anything to do with Gilbert doing anything to him. It seemed like Kwame just had some personal things from back in the day he wanted to get off. So we're gonna start here. I want y'all to see this, man, because this is it's very interesting. It's very interesting, and I want y'all opinion on it because I don't want to be misconstrued in this at all either. You know what I'm saying? I just want y'all to see what I saw and interpret how you feel about this.
For black man so much that if he say he gonna shoot you, you've been trained to go get him the gun.
Also, big shout out to Skinny TV. Skinny TV is the one that got Kwame and Gilbert together to talk with each other, and I think you guys should go subscribe to his channel and check him out.
Okay, look, I'm reading your comments. I'm reading these people's comments. Gil,
yes, no.
He asked you nicely to stop speaking on him. He's not even, have you noticed this motherfucker's not even mad at nothing that has to do with him. It's everything else. It's white man, you put a gun in front of another black man, you did this for a black woman. Like, what do you have the problem with me? What is your problem with me and Kwame? What is our problem?
I'm detailing how stupid you are.
Cool, I'm stupid.
But I'm answering your question. You might not like the response, but you did ask me something. I'm detailing how stupid you are and that I've never had the type of behavior that you have, so you're not qualified to speak on me from a basketball standpoint, from a man standpoint, from any standpoint. So I asked you nicely not to do so. And all you had to do was oblige me on that. Why do you have to sit in front of folks and answer questions that I know the reason why they're asking you these questions, bro? Why do you think they asked you about Kyrie and Kwame Brown?
Have I said anything bad about Kwame and Kyrie?
I'm not asking good. I'm not asking good or bad. I'm asking why do they ask you?
Ask them. Ask them.
So why won't you tell them to ask me?
You want to see my text? Won't you have Kwame on?
Huh?
You want to see my text? I said, hey, Vlad, hey, you might want to talk to Kwame Brown. You want to see? I have proof.
So that was the first part, but I'm gonna keep going. I just want to say that the things that Kwame are saying, like I understand that, but if unless Gilbert is saying something bad about him in these interviews, he shouldn't have this much anger towards Gilbert for things that other people are trying to do. But just let's keep going.
Of everything.
But I don't want to go on. But this is the thing. So
you make statements.
So basically, white boys have a monopoly over you guys. So if I don't go on Vlad's, somebody just called me and fucked up the line.
Listen, the reason they ask about Kwame fucking Brown, the reason they ask about Kwame is because I'm in his draft. I was a dominant player in his draft. So, like everyone who talks about Kwame, they want to throw shade on his name. As teammates, I seen what happened when I seen the effect that Jordan laid on him.
Skinny, put me back in.
I watched him. I played with him.
Hold on, check this out.
I know the potential that was had. You hurt your foot. You broke your foot. You never got the actual chance to do what you were going to do. Then you went to Lakers and you was under Kobe. So you never got the chance. So I can answer that motherfucker fairly if someone asks, like, no, he's not a bust. This happened, this happened, this happened. But he's not a bust. I wouldn't consider that a bust. That's why I've never said anything bad about you.
Now, that's part of what's going on, and this is another reason why I'm doing this, because I also am trying to find the common ground in this, because there's really no reason why these two should be going at it in the first place. As you continue to hear, like, people are posting this about this side, or Gilbert is going in on Kwame, or Kwame going in on Gilbert, but I don't see nobody saying that they shouldn't be going at it in the first place. Like, they because they don't have no reason to. There's no actual real reason. Like, it's one thing to have a video from this person and him telling his side and him making it seem like this person did them wrong, and it's one thing for this person to go on video and talk about how this person is either lying or this happened and that happened. But when these two people actually get together, come face to face, or in real life or digitally, you'll start to see how certain things crumble, because there really shouldn't be a problem here in the first place. Matter of fact, let me continue to go forward so that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about.
that Matt Barnes is tapping on niggas' legs when it's a factual situation, and you niggas won't even let a black man stand in a fact. Them white boys got you niggas with the biggest, reddest apple ever. Why do you have $100 million working for a white guy or any guy? But you sitting in a chair like a king, black man, but you got $100 million and you got a job.
You know what? I actually thought you had a problem with me because I did something to you, but obviously this is just this general. I have a problem with you because you don't. I have a problem with you because you don't realize how disastrous you are to yourself and others. That's why every time you open your mouth, it's something stupid. I don't want to get on the internet and do nothing positive. I want to get on the internet and have fun or do something stupid. Them white boys love a dumb nigga like you. Okay, got it. Now.
For the record, that shouldn't warrant anybody to like not like somebody or have a problem with somebody, because that man over there does not affect what I do over here.
Let's try this. Since you say that I get on there and attack black people, black men, have you watched my show? Name one. I attack
Gilbert, no one watches your show. That's why you got to keep talking about me. All I'm saying
I didn't even do that on my show. What are you talking about? I didn't talk about you on my show.
I don't understand how hard this is for you. If you don't care about the bus, let me ask you this. Do you have a vested interest in talking about me?
I answered a fucking question. You making it seem like I go on motherfucking YouTube and spend 2 hours talking about you. As he made a statement, I answered the fucking question. I just answered it, nigga. We move the fuck on.
But considering
what are you mad at?
But considering the fact that you had big ass dumb Emperor jury on and you was about to get robbed, and me and my brother put ourselves on the line to save your dumb ass, and I've done several things that you asked me for, and I haven't never disrespected you. So why would I ask?
Protect me? Use my bodyguard.
But that's what I'm saying though. Why would I?
I didn't know about that. I had no idea until I watched this that Kwame used to be Gilbert Arenas' bodyguard and actually protected him while they were out in the streets. And Gilbert doesn't hide from that. He doesn't try to act like, oh, I'm hard, I'm tough, or nothing like that. He's like, yeah, you are my bodyguard.
So then, okay, I was your bodyguard. Why wouldn't I ask you as your bodyguard? Why wouldn't I ask you to just stop speaking on me then? After I put my life on the line for you as a bodyguard, why you couldn't just do what I asked?
So that is the issue. That because I just answered it, no matter how you like, no matter how you mad, I answered it. Okay, cool. We got somewhere. You're mad, I answered it. That's fine with me. My bad.
So, okay, in front of the internet world, right? Going forward, when they ask Gilbert Arenas a question about Kwame, you're not going to try to shape it nice. You're not going to try to sound nice. Could you just tell them any questions that you have about Kwame? Ask Kwame.
So the way that he's saying it, some people may take it as, wait, if he's being nice, why do you care if he's the way that he's saying it? You're not gonna try to sound nice. He's basically saying that Gilbert, when he answers questions, sounds like he doesn't want to talk down on Kwame. He rather talk good about him because he knows that people will say some bad shit about him or call him a bust or say that he was #1 draft pick for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that are attached to that. Like, it seems like it's almost like him looking at it like a charity case. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he has to take pity on me. But I think Gilbert actually wants to say good things about Kwame because of their past. So this is another thing. I think it's the confusion there. I think he thinks that Gilbert actually is on that sympathy, let me give him some, let me throw him a bone, or you know what I'm saying, that type of shit, when I don't really think he is. But let's continue.
Deal.
And guess what, Gilbert? I will not have a problem with you, and it'll go back to me never talking about you just like I wasn't. So it's kind of ironic how you keep trying to shape the narrative of saying, what is your issue with me? What is your problem with me? I don't even know Gilbert Arenas exists. You live way in California. You don't touch nothing that I got going on.
Wait. So
I don't touch nothing that you got going on. So why are you speaking on me is my question.
So I can understand this.
It's hard for you to understand, I'm pretty sure.
So if someone asks me about Kwame and I I say, talk to Kwame. You don't have an issue with me no more.
Bro, you sitting here trying to make this shit into something.
Do you have an issue with me no more?
I done said this shit 8 times.
You would not have an issue with me.
This is rudimentary at this point. You trying to bring up all these other.
I just
trying
want
to
you to
talk
answer.
around the truth.
You would have no more issues with me.
Bro, I never. When did I have an issue with you?
He just got done talking about the issue he had with him. So this is what I'm saying. Like, he was just talking about the problem that he had with Gilbert is that every time Gilbert opens his mouth, it's something stupid, and he's more detrimental to himself and everybody else every time he opens his mouth. That was what he said his problem was. And now, once again, being asked what the problem is, he's saying that he never had a problem with him. It's basically Gilbert saying things about him. So it's like, I kind of, you know.
Hey, you know what?
Where was the issue before the Vlad TV?
Exactly. That is exactly the point. And this is why your motherfucking comments shit is stupid. See, you came over here talking about how I took money out of your pocket, how I did this, how I fucked this person, how I talked bad about you. But you saying if I don't mention your name.
But listen.
You forgot all about that.
That's the thing.
So that right there is the part that I'm talking about. Like, it seemed like now it's kind of going backwards. Like, it seemed to me during that spot right there that I just played, first of all, Gilbert was like, all right, my bad. He was like, all right, I won't bring, even if it's me saying something nice, I won't say anything. I'll just say, hey, ask Kwame about that. That's probably where this whole entire thing should have ended, because that was his problem, right? That's what he said. Like, right now, he just said there was no problem before that until after the Vlad interview. Even in the Vlad interview, Vlad wanted to make a moment. Gilbert didn't make that a moment because he did a good job answering that question. He didn't shit on Kwame. He didn't do none of that. But I guess to Kwame, it seemed like he was trying to throw him, like, try to be a charity case and try to, send him pity or some shit like that. I'm just guessing that's how he viewed it, because that the only reason why somebody would hear somebody say something good about him and take it wrong is if somebody was being sarcastic, or it seemed like they were just trying to be nice and not be real about it. So let's go into this part, because I think this is when it seems to get confusing.
Some bitch, like I said you were.
Again, if I don't mention Kwame's name, everything he said he was mad about me disappears. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that, because that means if I don't mention your name, that means that girl disappears. The 20 games disappear. My agent disappeared.
What is this 20 game thing you talking about?
I'll take that.
What is this 20 game thing you keep talking about?
I don't know. That was something you said. Hold on. Somebody.
It wasn't no something I said. Nigga, you acting like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Nigga, when we played this shit,
I don't know nothing about no Kwame Brown.
No.
Talk to Kwame Brown.
Fast now. You trying to overtalk the truth. Nigga, when we played the Chicago Bulls, we went into Chicago. We won the game. I was killing in the playoffs, sir. Like I said, with the black sleeve on my arm.
Yes.
When I said I drove down the lane and dunked on Nocioni, it's on YouTube, nigga.
Now this is a part of when he accused him of benching him. So for those that don't know, some of Kwame's accusations against Gilbert is that Gilbert had him benched. So when he's talking about the 20 games, he's talking about having him sit when or Gilbert having the power to have him sit. So Gilbert's going to be able to respond to that and answer that, and I want y'all to take from what y'all take from it.
Yes.
After that game, sir, I did not sign with your agent, and I'm gonna make sure I get Aaron Tellum on, because I know he probably filed that little agent tampering with your agent. But nigga, you knew absolutely everything I was talking about. You came to my motherfucking house, Gilbert, and you sitting here lying right up in my face. This why I don't want nobody like you.
In the playoffs?
Do you not know Ernie Grunfeld and what's the assistant GM? They're on my cameras coming to my house trying to get me to come to Miami.
In the play, I'm sure, nigga, we needed you. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? The fuck I got to do with my agent?
Why would I come? What you mean? What it got to do with your agent?
The fuck I got to do with my agent? The fuck I got to do with
your agent was trying to get me to sign with him. So what you did was, once I didn't sign with your agent was allegedly a piece of shit. So once I didn't sign with your agent, the same agent that I think took some money from you, once I didn't sign with your agent, you asked what you call it, to take me out of the game. And you know it, nigga. I don't know why you lying.
All right, now that doesn't make any sense to me. Why would it doesn't? I mean, maybe it doesn't have to make sense to me, but why would? And he's explaining about an agent who is apparently a piece of shit. I would assume that the agent is more mad at Kwame for not signing to him than Gil. That doesn't bring money in or out of Gilbert's pockets if Kwame doesn't sign or does sign with his agent. So for him to think that was like the move to make, like, it doesn't make sense at all. Like, oh, Kwame didn't sign with you, hey, put him on the bench. Like, it doesn't sound logical to me. It doesn't sound logical to me. So when I heard it, I was like, that sounds more of the agent trying to pull strings and do some foul shit because you didn't sign to him. I don't think that had anything to do with Gilbert. So when I heard that, I just didn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not discrediting Kwame's experience, but the fact that story made sense to Kwame, you know what I'm saying, is like, man, just listen to what Gilbert had to say to respond to this.
Okay, so all right. So after game 2, right? When we came, let's just be honest, were you getting booed at home at that moment in time?
What the fuck did that got to do with what I'm talking about?
Just answer the question. Were you being booed?
No relevance.
Okay, no relevance. So the fact that you probably wasn't or probably was being booed at all our home games. We played 2 games on the road. We're coming back home down 0-2. Did I not say to the public, please do not boo Kwame Brown. Use all your energy for the Bulls. We got booed out of the building. I did not say bench fucking Kwame Brown because obviously I was having a rough time fucking trying to get in that lane. So with Brendan and another 4-man in there, it was kind of hard. So playing Kwame, who can set picks and beat a 5, spreaded the floor. So why would I say bench Kwame? Don't play Kwame, knowing that Eton and Michael Ruffin has to play 2 motherfuckers that's going to sit in the paint. So instead of my 5-man being Kwame Brown, my 4 being Antoine, which spreads the floor because Antoine was what's the name? It puts Kwame Brennan inside the lane, which makes it harder to drive. Which I don't get it. See, Eton told you this shit. Eton told you this shit. This ain't some shit that you had in your brain by yourself.
So Gilbert explains his side of things. He's saying it's impossible for him to have said to bench Kwame at that time because clearly the team needed him. And he needed to put him in a certain position. He said he also spoke out publicly because at the time Kwame was getting booed by the home squad. Their own home fans were booing Kwame because of his performance. So Gilbert publicly asked people not to do that and to save that energy for the Bulls because they needed all the good energy that they could get. That doesn't sound like somebody who wanted to bench somebody. If I wanted to bench you, I would let people tear you the hell up, make you want to leave this place. Oh, you not doing shit for us? We don't need you over here. That's the type of mentality I would take from a person who would go out of their way to try to get somebody else benched. But there's a little bit more because he does talk about the person that told him this, which seems like another person that has something against Gilbert Arenas. Listen.
Why? Because White Daddy said I couldn't think?
I didn't say White Daddy said I can't think. I'm saying...
So how would you know?
Who said I had you bench, Kwame?
So let me ask you a question.
Who said I had you bench?
How would you know what I got in my brain?
What?
How would you know? You just made a statement. How would you know what I have in my brain?
That seems like a weird deflection question.
I said, how would you know what I have in my brain? You just made a
statement.
What up,
Ace?
How would you know that?
Because you already told me Eton told you. So stop. You said Eton told you. So you remember when we first had this little problem, I kept sending Eton to the message, kept tagging him.
Why you keep tying yourself with me? Keep talking about we have a problem. When I wasn't talking about you. When did we have this said problem?
You said you had a problem. You keep mentioning agents and all this shit and bitching, but then 5 minutes ago you said if I don't say your name and tell every reporter,
Gilbert, do you actually believe
it all disappeared?
Listen, Gilbert.
It all
do you
disappeared.
actually?
Like all of this.
No wonder your shows don't work because you just talking a bunch of dumb shit.
All right. Well, Kwame, like I said, I got a lot of respect for you, my guy. But this situation, I think is a lose situation, just because of the simple fact that the way that he's coming off, it seems like Gilbert really did like say something or do something to him, and it's kind of coming out that there really wasn't no problem, and the only thing that Kwame said he had a problem with was the way that Gilbert acts. And that has nothing to directly do with Kwame. But anything that has to do directly with him in the situation, Gilbert hasn't said anything bad about him. So in that way, he's telling him, just don't speak on me at all. Tell him, okay, cool, I'm going to do that. But now the problems continue to come where he's talking about other like it's either he really does have this problem with him, or this is just something that works for right now. I don't know, but we're we're gonna keep going because this is when he kind of details Kwame being his bodyguard.
Yeah, we talking about Kwame Brown. I'm not gonna say nothing about Kwame Brown. I'm not gonna say nothing about Kwame Brown.
Nigga, that's all the reason why they pay you is to talk about
Kwame
Brown.
I'm not gonna say nothing about Kwame Brown.
Hey, Skinny, I'm looking at a nigga on the internet talking about beta and talking about this with a nigga damn near kissing him by the bathroom for his jury. Nigga, please. Nigga, you better stop playing.
And my two bodyguard niggas was there to get the niggas off.
This nigga crazy. Man, that nigga put his arm around Gilbert down there about to kiss him in the mouth for his jury. This nigga
what you did? Pull him off. You pulled him off him, Kwame?
They ain't put him on me. Get the nigga off me.
Come on, man.
That's when he got the ball.
Hey, Skinny.
That's when he got the ball. Keep them hoodlums off me. Now we talking business. Hey,
listen, Skinny, if you want to get
off me, see, I told you this nigga didn't hate me.
Skinny.
He protect me in the club.
That's before I knew. That's before I knew Gilbert. But check this out.
Get them niggas off. Kwame. Boom. Get them niggas. Thank you. Yeah, nigga.
All he want to do is overtalk now. But if you want to know the real truth about me, ask some of the real wizards. Ask Jerry Stackhouse.
Hey, that's before you knew who Gilbert was.
Huh?
Ask Jerry.
Boy, when you find out who people really is sometimes.
Ask Jerry Stackhouse about me. This nigga Gilbert talking about this nigga lame as fuck, boy. Hey, listen, man. I don't know who revamped your whole life and made you think you was somebody now because you made money, but Gilbert, you know you a real tender dick lame ass nigga, dog.
Tender dick lame ass nigga. Pause. Young Rain said, what do you respect about Kwame though? He telling him not to speak about him, yet his entire channel is about other men. I can understand that opinion, but I did say earlier, I think you came in late, bro, but I said I respect him for just kind of talking about certain things that we don't really try to talk about in the homes when it comes to, young black kids and them learning certain things in school and trying to actually learn things outside of the regular or the norm. Everybody wanted to be an entertainer and everybody wanted to be, the things that are really one in a million because everybody's trying to do the same thing. He's just trying to, tell people to teach their kids to choose certain lanes that can help benefit them in life that doesn't necessarily have to do with, the fame or trying to be a rapper or a singer or athlete, shit like that. There's other things that you can do to be successful and to have wealth and also have knowledge that a lot of other people don't have and also continue to teach it and pass it forward. I respect that. All the other shit, like I don't watch Kwame's channel when he's talking about other people because I think it's just repetitive. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole entire video is repetitive. Like it's just him, you know, kind of really recycling the things that he really doesn't like about the person that he's talking about for like an hour and a half or so. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't watch that because it doesn't interest me. But you know, that's all that is. Oh yeah, let's keep going.
You the type of nigga that gotta talk. You'll wait and watch another nigga steelo, and then come talk about another nigga steelo. That's what you do.
God.
You a lame man cat. I don't.
Hey man,
listen.
listen.
I'm sitting. Hey,
When
look,
I hit you, your ass was dead.
at a bar. I'm sitting here at a bar listening to a nigga keep saying beta over and over again. When a nigga walk up to this nigga with no gun, damn near kiss him in the mouth for his jury, and he got the nerve to talk about beta and alpha.
And what I do,
come
snap
on,
me. What'd you do? You ran over there and got that nigga off me. Damn.
Yeah, I felt bad that you was a wizard, nigga. I couldn't let nothing happen to you. Hey, you niggas started getting shot up and all kind of shit.
Hey,
you niggas talking about.
Hey, the niggas got me. You weren't gonna get the ball. You knew that already.
Hey, look here. You niggas started getting. You niggas started getting. Hey, look. You niggas started getting slapped out in the club and all kind of shit.
Protect the franchise.
Hey, Gilbert, when he left, who you ain't got to do that, man, because you was getting shot up.
Hey, look.
Hey, I told you this nigga don't hate me, man. He just protecting me and shit.
Man, I don't think y'all hate each other, man. I want y'all motherfuckers to man shit.
Hey, look. You know what it is, though, Skinny? You know what it is? That nigga can be tough and a big man around everybody else, but that one motherfucker that know him, he got a hatred for that motherfucker that know him. I know this nigga. I saw this nigga fold in the most bet. Nigga, if I would have spent that kind of money on a jury, emperor jury, nigga, you gonna have to beat me to sleep to get this shit.
No. Real
you talking about, nigga? You had red rubies in your wristband. Nigga, you had red rubies in your crown. And you about to let a nigga take that from you with no gun?
Hey, no. Real shit. Skinny,
Nigga,
right?
You a coward, nigga.
Think about what he's saying. I'm in the club. They trying to jack me. Him and his brother protecting me, right?
You talking about it was one nigga on your ass.
I'm just saying. So, what did he do? As a teammate and a friend, he did what?
He got the nigga off you.
Got the nigga off, protecting me.
Hey, but listen.
Why does he get mad when I protect him?
Good
so
question.
are y'all friends, Gilbert?
We've been friends. This nigga just be making up shit to get mad at me. But look, now why do you think?
He said we've been friends. Man, this is what I'm saying. This is the most unneeded altercation. This makes no sense. And then on top of that, you know what? What makes the most sense out of this nonsense is the fact that Gilbert said what he just said. Listen again.
Why do you think I never say anything bad about Kwame? I know what he did for me in D.C. But this nigga get mad. Like, he helped me, but when I help this nigga, he want to get all mad at me.
Kwame, what you got to say about
that? Man, he has a point.
Like Gilbert said he always defended you because you was his friend. And you defended Gilbert because he was your friend.
That's that media training kicking in. Hey, look. Every time
why you think we never had?
When there's a good point, man, come on. When there's a good point, you can't say it's media training or anything like that. That was a good point, man. That was a good point. And on top of that, he made a good point while still showing respect. Like, yo, I know what he did for me in D.C. I know he ran up on that nigga and stopped him from robbing me. That's why I don't say nothing bad about him. So why is he telling me not to say nothing good about him or anything? Why is he telling me not to speak us? Like, it's crazy because I also get the teammate aspect. They were teammates. So if somebody asked you about Kwame Brown, you were teammates with him. And of course, Kwame's name is getting brought up everywhere now because his notoriety is building because of his presence on YouTube and other social media platforms, and the the certain beast that he's got into and problems that he's had with other people. People are going to start asking about him now. So Gilbert being a teammate, a former teammate, and being friends with him and going out with him and having him be his bodyguard, they're going to ask you questions about him. He definitely, I believe, is qualified to answer questions when it comes to that. Now, when it comes to his personal life, you're never going to talk about his personal life, but most of these questions are being asked about basketball. Of course, Gilbert is qualified enough to speak on your basketball performance because he played with you. And also, you both played on a professional level. And he was the star of the team. So I think he's very qualified to speak on it. But also, he didn't say anything bad. So it shouldn't be this much venom for Gilbert in the first place. So that's why when it comes to this, I think this whole thing was just unnecessary.
Issue like how am I gonna be mad at a nigga like
really? I'm trying to speak for myself. He trying to give me a set of ideas instead of letting me talk. This bitch ass nigga, man. Hey, listen, man. Let me tell you something. He talking about another man. Don't that sound like a chick talking about what I did for him? The motherfucker, you 6'3", 200 and goddamn 45 pounds, and you ain't do nothing? What kind of nigga you here talking about beta and alpha? Nigga, that shit need to come out your
Hey, I'm sorry,
mouth.
Kwame, but you are the worst bodyguard of all time. Who thinks that as being a bodyguard? I'm sure he was paying you as a bodyguard. Who thinks that? You're getting paid to be a bodyguard. The first thing this nigga thinks of is, man, you big enough to take that nigga. No, you're paid to do this. This is your job. When we're not in the arena playing together as teammates, when we're out at the club, you are now on duty to protect me. If I'm paying you to be my bodyguard, you don't think to yourself how fucking big I am and try to assess whether or not I can take somebody. No, doesn't matter. You take them out. That is your job. That's all I have to say about that part. So to even bring that part up, I think it's just more trying to take more digs for unnecessary reasons. But you know, it calmed down and it kind of ended up being a little bit of laughs and shit. So let's watch how it ended up.
Today. We the same age, nigga.
What does that have to do with me saying what year it happened, sir?
It was 2004, 2003, 4.
That's all I said, sir. That's all I said.
So we were 20 years old.
2004, you was 20.
You was the motherfucking fighter, not me. What the fuck are you talking about?
So wait, in 2004, you saying you were 20?
No, I said when I got there, we was 2021 when I got there. 2021, yeah. Like if I said,
man, you must be forgot, man. I got drafted #1, nigga. You went to somewhere else, nigga. You didn't get there the same time I got there, you dumb motherfucker. You know that, right?
How old were you when you got drafted, Kwame?
I got drafted at 19 years old, sir. I was 18 and a half. I turned 19 in March.
So
I got drafted in June.
So by your third year, you be turning 21. Exactly. I'm 2 months older than you.
Third year, I be turning 22, sir.
What? 19, 20.
I got 19.
You got 18, 19, 20, 20.
19, sir. When I got drafted in June, I was 19.
20.
These niggas can't do that.
That's 3 years.
Oh, 22.
You was 20. You older than me. You 40 already. So you at least had to be 22 or 23 years old.
22.
So you probably was 22. So a 22-year-old nigga in his prime, 6'3", letting a nigga his height, his size with no gun, tell him to take it off, and let a nigga do something for that shit. Take it off.
Gilbert said he wasn't a fighter.
Hey, Skinny. If you watch your teammate knock motherfucking bodyguards out, and you in the club with that nigga, you expect him to do work, right?
If he my dog, yeah.
Do your motherfucking job. What did Kwame do? His motherfucking job.
Yeah, but you ain't want to slap that nigga for coming up on you like that?
No, that nigga. Hey, listen. I watch him slap on niggas in the club. That's his job, not my job. Get the drink on him, slap him, Kwame. I knew what the fuck I was doing.
And if Kwame had went to jail, you had his back. You paid all the lawyer fees, all that.
I knew who the club with.
Okay.
That's how you know everything. I'm going with that nigga right there to the club. I'm not going by my motherfucking self.
Skinny, that's another way.
Hey, when Kwame left, I didn't wear that motherfucking jewelry again.
Hey, Kwame was holding
He
it down.
said he didn't wear that chain ever again. When Kwame left, that was the end of that chain's appearances in the public.
For y'all niggas back there, man, and y'all got old soft ass.
But why you think I always say positive shit about this nigga?
Brendan Haywood. Hey, listen. Hey, Skinny. speaking of Brendan Haywood, this is why these bitch ass niggas don't like me, right? Brendan Haywood get up on the goddamn Gilbert Arenas text and talking tough. Man, I watched Oak chase that bitch ass nigga out the club in goddamn Chicago. That bitch ass nigga ran so fast, he pushed 2 white ladies out the way to jump in the cab. Fuck that nigga talking about, man. These niggas, listen, these niggas mad at me because I know them for real. I keep saying I know these niggas real soft ass motherfuckers.
Y'all hit that like button.
And that's why these niggas mad. I go where I want, I do what I want, and only because I come with peace and I come with love. And nigga, it wasn't my job to protect you.
Oh God.
That's a cap. That was
Brendan Haywood, you the clown.
He said it wasn't his job, but he did it every time we motherfucking went out. But look, for real. But you see why I could never say anything bad about Kwame. Why you think y'all go?
Yeah, I don't think he was getting paid for security. I'm just saying, like, if that's something that he was doing while they were out, niggas expected it, so it wasn't like you was sitting there just waiting for the shit, nigga. You my security, you my bodyguard, nigga. Do your job.
Y'all got history.
He gets mad, like he protected me, but when I try to protect him, he gets mad at me for some reason.
Yeah, I kind of see that. I mean, it's kind of dicey, Gilbert, because he said he just didn't want you to talk about him, and I guess you like, yo, I'm gonna defend this nigga at all costs because he's my brother. You nigga to stop niggas from running up on me and all this shit. So you know what I'm saying? But I think it's kind of.
Oh, he was a boss. I'm gonna always say nah. That's no.
But I kind of think because you got in the mix.
I'm not gonna say no comment. No.
You got in the mix with Stack and Matt Barnes. So I still think, you know what I'm saying, like that harbors something. Like, I mean, did you say during that interview, like, yo, y'all chill, man, that's Kwame, man?
No. I did the same thing. Like, nah, it wasn't like that. You know, Jordan. Okay. I did the same thing every time.
See, I think and that's another thing I think why Gilbert's confused. He's like, bro, fuck how you feel about me as a person and what I did and how I talk, nigga. If I'm showing you respect every time you come up or your name comes up, why do you have a problem with me? Just have a problem with the people that's trying to shit on you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, man. This was just a weird, unneeded beef, and I hope it's over after this. I hope we don't have to hear about it again, because clearly these brothers really don't have a problem with each other. Like, niggas can laugh this type of shit off. It's nothing serious. And to me, the way it started, it seemed like Gilbert really did something to this guy. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, what happened? But the more I kept seeing the confusion from Gilbert and seeing, like, Kwame say certain things, I'm like, I can't wait till these two get on live together and, like, hash it out. And they did, and I got to see it for what it really is. And I mean, excuse me, there's really no point of this, man. It was a pointless beef. It was a pointless back and forth. I don't think Kwame really had a real legit reason to be, like, really, really angry with Gilbert at all. But I mean, it works for social media. It works for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It keeps people interested, I guess. But yeah, like I said, these two black men, I hope they figured it out. I hope there's no more bullshit after this. Gilbert understands he ain't got to say nothing about Kwame or even answer questions about him, because that's going to only bring this type of shit. So I hope that's where it ends at, and I hope that's how it stays. But for those who are here right now, man, I got a special announcement. I have a very special announcement to make. Not really an announcement. It's not even an announcement. It's like I'm not announcing anything. It's something that I've been holding back from telling people since it happened. Last week, I got a call, but I'm going to tell y'all about that right after this, because we have to touch on this Antonio Brown situation real quick just to get that out the way. So Antonio Brown was recently on a podcast, and he had some words for Tom Brady and other receivers on the Buccaneers. He said that if Tom Brady was his friend, then he wouldn't really get the deal that he got, the type of deal that he got. He almost made it seem like it was a charity case. He said the only reason why Tom Brady is his friend is because he needs him to play football, and also that he was the best receiver on the Buccaneers, which also sparked the conversation with Godwin being one of the best receivers on the squad and how he was the go-to guy He also dropped some music. And the thing about it is, the one thing I do want to say about this is the way that situation played out, the way that people saw it, you know what I'm saying? The video that went viral, him taking his gear off and, running through the tunnel and leaving, that whole narrative was that he, just left the game, when in reality, the thing about that is, the coach basically told him, "You're done. We don't, get the fuck out of here." And that's what made him leave the game. So, like, I think that part of it, people don't understand that kind of sparked that. And people, of course, run into, oh, he's crazy. Oh, the CTE. Oh, he lost it on the sidelines and just left in the third quarter, when really his own coach told him, "Get the fuck out." So you know what I'm saying? It's just it's a weird situation, and also that's another person I wish could get his shit figured out, and it doesn't have to go the way that it did. Now that we got that out the way, let's let me say this. So we know what tomorrow is. Tomorrow night, it's the 5150 show, and usually on Wednesdays I do the 5150 review. That's not going to change, but I will say, make sure you guys pull up Wednesday afternoon for the review, because I got a call last week before I went to a Timberwolves game from Mr. Corey Holcomb. And I'm going to tell y'all how that went on Wednesday. So make sure y'all tune in for the 5150 show tomorrow night, and make sure you tune in to the review on Wednesday. Now, appreciate y'all for pulling up. I want y'all to put a GMS in the comments right now. We are about to disperse. Got to go make sure that I entertain real life for a while and leave y'all to do what y'all need to do. All right? So let's make it happen. Put a GMS in the motherfucking comments. Let's go. GMS is in the comments. Nah, Tony Danza isn't dead. That's not true. Shout out to King Lukey, Joe Blast, Black Man America, Train 979, Eternal Umbra, Jeremiah S, Anarchy 169, Shy Girl 64, CT Reed, Brandy, Lady Aries, Be Easy, I Lacey, Arius, Baby G, Brim Dog, All in the Soil, Sanaa, Zen Master, that's what I meant, Zen Master. He is dead, but he didn't just die. He is dead, but he didn't just die. Binky Bianca in the building, Theodora NYC. Y'all see those links right there, man. Click those links. JR Miller posted. GMS shop link. Go and get you a custom GMS jersey, t-shirt, all that shit. Also hit that Beats by GMS link to hear some of the dope beats that you hear every single stream, every single live show. If you really fuck with GMS, you gonna do that. Yeah. Hope y'all feeling good. Queen Kel's in the building. It's Monday. Y'all be playing. Why people be playing with Tony Danza, man? I think that shit is funny, but when something really happened to somebody, y'all motherfuckers gonna be feeling bad. Y'all gonna be feeling bad as hell. GMS fam, the green room. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good one. Come pop up on me Wednesday. We out.